In 2014, a plant ecologist named Ernesto Giannoli embarked on an expedition deep in the rainforests of southern Chile. What he discovered would continue to confuse scientists for years. He found an arayan, an already well-established plant with all of its usual features. However, when he looked closer, he noticed that some of the arayan plants were connected to a completely different stem. He observed that the plant Baquilla trifoliolata, an already established woody vine that is found in temperate rainforests in South America, was doing something very strange. It appeared to be mimicking the arayan. 3 different species were seen to be mimicked on a singular Baquilla trifoliolata, dubbed the mimic plant for obvious reasons, and for sake of this video, I'll be referring to it by that name. Giannoli's research found that the plant replicates shape and even color on other plants. Giannoli and another researcher named Carrasco Ura published their findings, likely hoping for an explanation to this remarkable finding. However, confusion on what was actually happening persisted for many years, and debates on what is the case still remains today. A quote from Giannoli and Carrasco Ura's study reads as follows: "We currently lack a mechanistic explanation for this unique phenomenon, referring to how the plant can mimic to such absurd accuracy. Mimicry in plants, while extremely uncommon, has still been seen to occur. The most well-known example would be the Australian mistletoe, which mimics its host tree's leaves. Despite this knowledge of other occurrences, scientists are still undecided about the cause and benefits for plants to mimic. To this day, it is a contentious issue. The real interest specifically on the mimic plant is that it can mimic a huge range of plants, and a single of the plants can mimic multiple at once. On the topic of the purpose of this, mimicking could be in order to avoid herbivores. The mimic plant not only gains protection from herbivore consumption by being off the ground, it being a vine after all, but it also mimics other plants in order to trip those who have it in its diet. That still begs the question, how? Scientists, despite not being able to conjure an adequate theory, have formulated a couple of plausible hypotheses over the year. The most notable being plant vision. Can this plant somehow actually see? Actually see light? The testing of the hypothesis was simple. Would the mimic plant replicate a non-living artificial plant? The study was performed, and it was seen that, yes, indeed, the mimic plant replicated the artificial plant as if it could look at it and then just morph to the likeness of it. Research continues to be done, and it's likely just a matter of time before the puzzle is finally cracked. Now, in regard to other information of the plant, the mimic grows in temperate rainforests found in Argentina and Chile. It has been recorded to be used in basket making, and is used by local tribes of Argentina and Chile as an eyewash. It can produce a white flower and small white fruits. Fruiting takes place from January to March, while flowering happens between September and December. For reproduction to take place, there has to be a male and female of the plant. Overall, it's simply, well, a regular plant. It was considered that for many years, but ever since Giannoli's discovery, the mimic plant has been one of the most peculiar and mysterious plants ever to be known.